Let's go.
So what makes my nationality? Skin color?
No. You are who your father is.
Okay, so what makes
your
that?
Your father carried the seed.
What determines that? The seed makes me?
Yeah, your father carries the seed.
So we still talking
about
then
guess what? But then it go back to your heritage. It go back to
the heritage. What makes them though? What makes them them? What makes me me? What makes you you?
What makes you me?
See that? See, no.
You can't just put a broad question out. You gotta get this.
It ain't broad to me because I know.
What makes you you? What makes you you then? Let's hear you. What makes you you?
I ain't gonna lie like y'all.
No, I ain't gonna lie either. I'm gonna tell you what makes me me. That my father.
Tell me what you think is you, and I'm
gonna tell you what I know. I'm gonna tell you how I know this me. Because this the only book in the world.
Y'all so identify with that idea?
No.
We identify with our nationality,
Guess
bro.
what, bro? I'm identifying with facts. I can't deny facts. I'm a person of facts.
A word.
I'm a person of facts, though. No matter what, if it is a word, because everything, bro, you can't go down that rabbit hole. Because look at how we live and how we live.
It's simple, bro.
Look at everything we got going,
This makes me right.
No, your nationality.
No, your nationality
carnal now, King. What are you talking about?
Okay, so carnal. You say it's carnal. What's the next? What's the next plane?
But listen,
what's the next? Spiritual.
Okay, spiritual plane. What's the next plane? There's another plane.
No, that's what you believe.
Okay, not
it's still a part of spiritual, bro. It is. Explain me how the ethereal.
You explain to me because I know. You explain to me how ether and spiritual is the same.
Because ether and spirit is the same because it's a higher vibration. It's a vibration. Even if you're talking about metaphysics.
Is that where you stop at? Because it's more than that.
The most
high.
Okay, now the most high. Whoa. Now. The most high. Is aware of what?
Of all things.
Ether. Carnal. Nationality? So if I'm aware of it, how am I that? I'm not.
But you're not the most high, though, brother.
That's where we differ.
So you think you the most high? You created all things, right? And that's what you said. Come on, brother. We trying to continue. Why you running, brother?
Because that's what we differ.
So you the most high. So you created all things.
No, it ain't because he blasphemy. He said he the most high.
So you created.
I told them it's all heretics. They don't know what they heritage. Ancestors on slave trade, but we ain't African American.
Like Jacob and then his sons and what that means. You can find that in different stories. So you can find that across the board, and you can find that in different principles.
Jacob. At the end of the day, I'm glad you said that because Jacob is your forefather. The whole Bible is about the Israelites. Look, listen, 1 minute. All right, now you back. Yeah, but get out the way. Yeah, but Jacob is the main part of it, though.
Yeah.
Because he Israel.
Yeah.
And God is the God of Israel.
I feel like the God character of the Bible is allegorical for constant. The Jesus of the Bible was like the word.
No, because it's historical facts. So we can't say that. Now, if you want no historical facts behind it, then you have an argument.
No, I feel like a lot of it may not have any historical.
But it's likely,
I know you said you feel like it, but if it's there, it's there.
It's there. You know what I'm saying? You can't go. I gotta get out your feelings, King.
Yeah. But if it's there, it's just.
And look, King. I can feel the sun. I can feel that. I feel the sky ain't really blue. It's gray.
But guess what though? That depending on your sensory determines on it.
Okay, well, let's say this. I can feel like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans never went into slavery, but they did. The transatlantic slave trade really happened.
We still here.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's facts. So we that's just facts.
And when you take it from a historical perspective, before we even went into slavery, where was we at? There's a life before slavery, but see, when we check the history, we from Israel. We not Africans. No, there is truth to it, King. It's facts.
I'm saying like even still, it was the ancients that depict the story to give you some instruction.
But my brother, everything comes from a historical account. In that case, nothing in the world has validity. If that's the case, and then if you go and say, well, a man wrote a book, how you learn math? Everything comes from a book from somebody's account.
Everything comes from learning, man. Because somebody had to start it.
I think somewhere down the line, we mistake the instructions for the instructor, or we mistaken the germ life or the life germ for the actual food. You know what I'm saying? So like it's both real, right? Like we eat and we waste. Like that stuff wasn't for us. The other stuff is for us. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna have to get you in this corn, I'm gonna have to get you in this cereal, get you in this water, whatever. And then whatever your body don't need, you're gonna put that right there. So as to give you this life through this word, to give you this consciousness through these on paper. Peep this, so y'all Israelites, so y'all know this.
You're Israelite too, that's a nationality. It's not a religion.
It's not a
I mean,
religion.
I
You can't
don't
choose this.
I don't identify with nothing.
Can I ask you this though?
Hold on, let me real quick. So y'all read Hebrew then, right?
True indeed.
So Jodi Vadi. So you familiar with that?
No, break that down.
That's the Hebrew sign that go like this. Boom, 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 a little line, boom, 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 and then like a hyphen line. It's the word for the highest word that they don't even speak it.
But you gotta watch it because you might just be speaking Yiddish, bro.
Yeah, well, but
You gotta go Paleo Hebrew. If you gonna go with the Jewish language, you gonna go all the way up because it's a Jewish word for computer. And it ain't no real Hebrew word for computer. But they got one now. Hamburger. That ain't in the
See, I'm saying,
no
like,
Hebrew.
like
No, I'm letting you know that's no. This is what I'm taking you with this.
Supposed to be
Hold on. Guess what I'm taking you to you with this?
He said math. I ain't want to get too far away from that.
Oh, you want to go to math?
No, he just said something about math. So I'm saying, like, you know, math, like that's a symbol. That 3 is a symbol.
You know about Timbuktu?
Like,
hold on. Do you know about Timbuktu? Let me get you.
But it's some people that can argue that 3 is a bean, or that 9 is a bean. So then if we get lost in the allegorical symbol of 3 or 9, then we ain't really doing the math. We might get it. We might get it.
I'm not following you. Where how does that coincide with your nationality? I'm trying to follow.
I ain't got no nationality.
But you do. Let me ask you this, brother.
I don't identify.
You don't have no nationality, then how are you here?
Why you got Black Lives Matter on your mask if you got no nationality?
If all the black people in the world died, okay, how about this? I'm gonna make it a real personal thing.
Let's go.
So what makes my nationality? Skin color?
No. You are who your father is.
Okay, so what makes
your
that?
Your father carried the seed.
What determines that? The seed makes me
true. Your father carries the seed.
So we still talking
about then guess what? But then it go back to your heritage. It go back to
the heritage. What makes them though? What makes them them? What makes me me? What makes you you?
What makes you me?
See that? See y'all?
No. You can't just put a broad question out. You gotta get this.
It ain't broad to me because I know.
What makes you you? What makes you you then? Let's hear you. What makes you you?
I ain't gonna lie like y'all.
No, I ain't gonna lie either. I'm gonna tell you what makes me me. That my father.
Tell me what you think is you, and I'm
gonna tell you what I know. I'm gonna tell you how I know this me. Because this the only book
in the world. Y'all so identified with that idea?
No.
We
identify with our nationality,
Guess
bro.
what, bro? I'm identifying with facts. I can't deny facts. I'm a person of facts.
A word.
I'm a person of facts, though. No matter what, if it is a word, because everything, bro, you can't go down that rabbit hole. Because look at how we live and how we live.
It's simple, bro.
Look at
so
everything we got going,
King. This makes me right.
No, your
nationality. No, your nationality carnal now.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so carnal. You say it's carnal. What's the next plane?
But listen, spiritual.
Okay, spiritual plane. What's the next plane? There's another plane.
No, that's what you believe.
Okay, not
it's still a part of spiritual, bro. It is. Explain me how the ethereal.
You explain to me because I know. You explain to me how ether and spiritual is the same.
Because ether and spirit is the same because it's a higher vibration. It's a vibration. Even if you talk about metaphysics.
Is that where you stop at? Because it's more than that.
The most
Try not to stand in the lens.
Okay, now the most high.
You're good.
Whoa. Now. Most high. Is aware of what?
Of all things.
Ether. Carnal. Nationality? So if I'm aware of it, how am I that? I'm not
but you're not the most high though, brother.
That's where we differ.
So you think you the most high? You created all things, right? And that's what you said. Come on, brother, we trying to continue. Why you running, brother?
Because that's where we differ.
So you the most high, so you created all things.
No, it ain't because he blasphemy. He said he the most high.
So you created yourself then, right?
That's blasphemy. We love you, King. Hold on.
I can show y'all a picture of me, bro. I ain't look like this. I created all this.
So you did,
I created this right now.
Hey, King, now you being
Did I not create this conversation?
No, you did. Did I not read this?
talking about biological. Who predestined me? Most High. I was in there coming up and seeing Joe, and I said, through my Joe Levi, that's the word for Most High.
No, Yahweh. He exists.
Yahweh, guess what?
Yahweh.
Guess what that is?
He exists.
That's the awareness of the consciousness.
No, he exists. That's his name. That's his
Yahweh
name,
is the
bro.
awareness of the consciousness.
Yahweh is even Yiddish, bro. See, this is what you doing. Salaki, brother.
YMWH.
This is what you doing, brother.
The symbols for that.
He got a lot of his oppressor on him, man. It just is what it is, bro. You got a lot of your oppressor on you, King. Yes, you do.
Brother.
You don't make your own laws.
Brother,
look how you learn how to
have
dress and
Black
everything,
Lives
bro.
Matter on your mask. You ain't
Exactly,
have no
bro.
oppressor.
If black ain't even a nationality, bro.
But you got it on, brother.
You got it on.
You contradicting yourself, King.
When I say this, my ID say Shannon and
Your oppressor told you about the Newports in your
I got
pocket.
the Newports on that.
All that, bro.
When I
You
say this,
oppressed, bro.
when
You
I
got
say-
bought here, and your family got taught by the slave master. Your oppressor
I'm not
ruling
identifying
over
with
you.
you.
It don't matter. Hey, you don't want to face reality, kid.
Bro, when I say I am,
You don't want to face reality,
when I
bro.
say substantial reality.
You don't want to face reality, bro.
Ultimate reality, bro.
No,
This is
you
an
don't want to face
illusion, bro.
reality,
This
bro.
is an illusion. This ain't even
Bro,
reality.
the reality is that your ancestors got brought here on slave ship. That's a fact.
And you still oppressing. Your people still getting killed in the streets, bro.
And
Now,
it's
if
two
you wanna
worlds
be on all
though. It's
that,
two
bro,
worlds though. You got this world where we know our people getting killed on the street, and we know that because we can sense it, we can see it, smell it, taste the blood.
been here for 400 years, bro.
And then that determines my consciousness.
And we at the bottom as a
That
nation.
sensory determines my consciousness. But this is where we differ from. This is where my Joe Levi at. This is where my I am the creator is. Because it's another world. It's another world. It's another world of imagination. And that world is determined by my desire. Feel me? Now when I bring both of those worlds together, now when I'm in my imaginary world that's determined by my desires, and I open my eyes and I see I'm standing in front of here, I'm in two different worlds that can't exist. But when I make both of them worlds come together, when I make my senses, which determines my conscience, be aware that I'm him of my imagination, that's determined by my desire, I'm bigger than
Saucy!
anything and everything that anybody can talk about, bro. I am.
That's blasphemy.
I am.
Bro, at the end of the day,
I
let's just
am.
cut this short, bro. You an Israelite according to the Bible.
bro?
You
Good
like
to
or
see
not
you.
believe or not, bro. You gotta repent, turn from your wicked ways, or you won't make it to the kingdom, bro. We love you.
I am. I'm already at the kingdom.
All right, you at the kingdom,
the
bro. At the
kingdom
bottom.
of your oppressor.
Yeah, you're the
Bro.
kingdom of your oppressor, bro.
I am.
All right, bro. Like you said, you heard it.
Your blood ain't on our hands. We love you, King. But your blood ain't on our hands.
That's a fool according to his folly, bro. He's straight on foolery.
I told them it's our heritage. They don't know what they heritage. Ancestors on slave trade, but we ain't African American.
I'm saying right now, today,
Uh-huh.
you was to write a book
Uh-huh.
on your beliefs,
Yeah.
and tomorrow, bombs drop. Everything in, and your book the only thing left.
Uh-huh.
No fact checking, no nothing. People find a book and get to believe it. Like, I know you done seen movies like that.
No, but I'm saying what that would have to do with anything. If I wrote, hold on. I heard you now.
Can I say something one time?
Hold on.
Before both of y'all speak.
Hold on.
Now listen, the Bible was wrote and when?
Nobody knows.
What you mean?
The
When?
Bible was, King James Version was wrote when?
Look, he said
No, it was translated in 16.
Okay.
1600s.
All right.
Translated.
Hold on.
Translated.
It was translated in the 1600s, right?
I'm a dude. We gonna.
Yeah.
No, you're not going nowhere.
I got
No.
to.
Oh, you
I
got
got
to?
to.
Okay, go.
Because like,
Nah, but
Okay.
hey, do your
like
do your
if
thing.
anything, like I said, that's
My
what,
thing
that's
about
what
the
my
Bible
answer
is this.
Everything
Uh-huh.
It was
No
wrote.
books, no
It was
nothing.
wrote in the
People don't know how to
1600s, right?
read.
Before that.
Translated.
Translated before the 1600s. But what they said, and what they say, I don't know how to word it the right way. But they said the youth was going to terrorize the world. Man, how do it go? How do it go? You know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about, though. But that's just what's going on right now. That's what's going on. The youth is taking over. The Bible says, children obey your parents, for this is law. Right?
The law to who? That's the point. We got to start dealing decently in order. The law to who?
It don't matter. But
why it don't matter? If he only gave the law, y'all know what I want. Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Get to it.
Yeah, we got to know who this law. All praises. The Lord will keep you here.
I love it.
All praises. We love it. All
and
praises.
Guess what? Like I put in every one of my cars.
19 and 20.
Every one of my cars, John 3:16.
Oh yeah, he wanted you to explain that to me.
John 3:16.
Let's break it down. Because I'm his only begotten son. If you ask me, you feel me?
Yeah, being an Israelite.
Yeah.
Being an Israelite, kind of all praises.
But that's why I looked at that Bible. Did I not? It's the King James Version. That's what I've been raised on.
God.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
No, to the world.
Unto Israel.
No, to anybody that just want to believe it.
Unto Israel.
What else?
He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
He only gave his law to the Israelites. This book is only for the Israelites. Who are you? An Israelite, according to the Bible, because your dad would be a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, I assume. Is that right? Your dad would be a so-called black man. Well, you would be an Israelite. Look what my shirt say. I'm not no nigga. I'm not none of this. This is who I am.
Yeah. Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Out of that Bible, because the Bible tells us that. Just like this, get the scripture that's on my back. Jeremiah 17 and 4. Bring that out. The scripture that's on my back, man. That's why we called all these numbers, because the Most High put these curses on his chosen people. All this we can explain. You go to any church, anybody in this world, and ask them to explain all the atrocities that happen to these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they not going to have an answer. All praises.
All praises.
All praises, man. Look at the spirit, bro. King back. You got Jeremiah. Is that 17 the I'm looking for? Discontinue from the heritage.
Yeah, I like that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
Now, who is in the land of they damn enemies? But we ain't know nothing about this.
We ain't none of our enemies now.
But who the Bible call us? He ain't call us no damn blacks, African Americans, and nothing. The Bible called the Israelites was gonna go through them curses.
Right.
So who is it? We can't be calling ourselves black, African American, all that type stuff. That they, you said it, somebody said they. Who is the they? Our enemy, the so-called white man that put these names on us. These bywords. It gets on them curses of Deuteronomy 28. Let me get 64, matter of fact. Let me get 64, since we just spoke on discontinue from our heritage. We gonna show you what discontinue from our heritage, man. We got in the land our enemies serving all these false gods. Because we don't know when we go to church, we really serving this dude right here. Excuse me, King. We really serving this dude for real. You just don't know it. You're not serving the God of this book. You're not serving the God of Israel, because the God of Israel show you how you serve him by keeping his commandments. So anything you're doing contrary to that, you're not serving the right God.
See, I've been raised under COGIC, Church of God in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Bishop Patterson. I've been raised up under him. So at the end of the day, my mom kept with I hated bake sales. I hated sunshine band. I hated choir rehearsal. I hated all that. But guess what? It brought me to a man. And guess what? I take care of 8 kids right now. But guess what? I did do it out of wedlock. How they pronounce it in the Bible?
Not true, because the Bible teaches when you lay with that woman, that's your wife. As soon as you lay with her, that's your wife.
So that means I should have 6 wives then.
I mean, it's biblical to have more than one wife, but they can't be, they don't know about each other, and you know what I'm saying, can't be out of no deceit.
No, it wasn't out of deceit.
Yeah, God.
It was I was young and dumb.
God, the Bible don't say that against
He
having
can
more
tell
than
you.
one wife.
He can
Israel was what, 4 different women? How our nation came about?
He'll tell you
Huh?
I was young and dumb at one point in time.
We all was
that, you know what I'm saying? We
I
all
was
had to
young
go
and dumb.
through these walks to get where we at now. Just like the Lord brought you here right now. Many are called, few are chosen.
And I wasn't even about to stop up here, but I love knowledge.
Hey.
Because guess what? I'm a black man and I need it.
So-called.
A lot of black men.
So-called.
You an Israelite, brother.
Yeah.
So-called. Yeah, so-called
I am
black.
Israelite.
Yeah, black.
Okay.
You ain't the color of your shirt.
Okay.
That's just a color. We can't fly to the land of
Okay,
black.
I'm an Israelite, right?
Uh-huh.
But a lot of Israelite men don't turn over to this.
God.
Yes, I'm a drinker. I drink every day. But I work every day to take care of my kids and to take care of home.
God. But you got to drink in moderation, because that would even be going off. We know they drunk wine, but we got to drink in moderation. We can't drink to get drunk.
Well, I got to figure out that part.
But we all have stuff to work. Hey, we
And I'm a man.
Hold on, but we
I'm
ain't
a
getting
man.
this truth.
I stand 10 toes on
Hey,
everything
hold
I
on.
say.
Hey, we ain't getting this truth and just stop everything day one. But the Spirit deal differently with everybody. It took me a couple months to put that weed down, quit to follow my temple. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things I did quit. As far as pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Keeping the Sabbath and on and on. Hey,
We're not supposed
my
to eat from the
friends.
bottom feeders.
Yeah.
But,
No pork. God, no pork, no shrimp, crab, or lobster.
well, I'm sorry. I got shrimp and lobster.
But you got to think a lot of us ain't know it. Now that you know it, you got to turn from that.
No, it's not that I don't know it. I grew up on this. That's, remember, when I grabbed your Bible, what did I say? What did I say I wanted to see? King James Version.
Uh-huh.
That's what I wanted to see. That's what I've been raised up under.
Uh-huh.
If it don't have a hoof with 2, with a split between, you're not supposed to eat it. Now tell me.
And chew the cud. And chew the cud. Bring it up.
Huh?
I
No,
don't know. I just,
28 and 64? 28, 64? Okay, God.
bro, you didn't even know I knew I had the knowledge.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
When we see these books, we got to always just keep in our mind, when we read these, he's talking to the Israelites, he's not talking to the world. So that's be the big misconception. They read this stuff and think he's talking to everybody. God is speaking to Moses, and Moses is speaking to the Israelites. It's not for everybody. That's why we proved it with the precept, too, when we brought out Psalms 147. He said he's showing to Jacob, Israel, not with nobody else. This is a special, exclusive, ethnic thing going on with us. This ain't can't no so-called white man, Chinese, can't nobody come up and say, yeah, I want to be with y'all. You can't. It's ethnic. You can't choose this. Like you can choose Baptist and I'm going to be a Lutheran. Like you can choose religion. You can't choose this. This spiritual, this ethnic, this bloodline.
I know.
This bloodline.
Blood of Jesus.
And there
in
thou
the
shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And that's what's going on. That was part of the curses on the Israelites. We went to all these, we got drove, we got scattered. We done been slaves. We done did all this because we quit keeping the laws of God. Matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 28:15. It shows you, we can explain to you why we going through everything we going through. You know how they look at him like, man, we get treated because we black. No, we get treated because we're Israelites. Everybody of dark skin, not an Israelite.
We get treated because
We're Israel.
because the book of, like you said, Israel.
Yeah, God.
And guess what? The Israel, they try to say it was a white man, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a white man.
No, we're proving it not. That's what we up here to prove. That the so-called fake Jews are not the real Jews.
The real Jews was a black man with wool hair.
Exactly.
I told them it's all heritage. They don't know what they heritage. Ancestors on slave trade, but we ain't African American.